A beautiful life does not just happen. It is built daily by prayers, humility, sacrifice and love. Good morning, children. Happy to see you all. Welcome back to computer science class. See the birds, how they are happily eating. Are they troubled? When our Lord God provides food for our birds, and why not us? With the same thought, let's get into today's lesson. Welcome back. Let's do a quick recap before getting into today's lesson. What did we learn in last lesson? Can anyone recall? Okay, I'll tell you. See, the first thing we learnt about is introduction. The introduction about CSV files. What is CSV files? Comma, separated files. And next we saw the difference between Microsoft Excel and then CSV file. Excel in sense, XLS and CSV files. Thirdly, we saw the purpose of CSV files. Why we are using CSV files. Fourth, we saw how to create a CSV file using Notepad. Opening a Notepad and creating a CSV file. Correct. And last, we saw about the rules used to format a data in CSV files. Rules used to format a data in CSV files. Okay. So now let's get into today's topic. So today's topic we are going to see the next part of CSV files. So what is CSV? I already told you it is comma separated files. Now today's lesson we are going to see two topics, and below these two topics we have 4 to 5 concepts. Okay. So create a CSV file using Microsoft Excel. We are going to see how to create a CSV file using Microsoft Excel. And the second part is read and write a CSV file using Python. Read and write a CSV file using Python. These are the two important concepts. 12th chapter and 13th chapter are bit important, children. So these two topics is listed in chapter 13, Python and CSV files. Okay. So first thing, create a CSV file. See how it is working. Create a CSV file. We are opening an Excel list, and when we are going to save, we are using a CSV. We are saving the extension of a file with .csv, and then we are storing the data. This is how you have to create a CSV files. We are opening it, opening Excel, opening a file and saving it with .csv, and this is how we are saving the data. Correct. And next we get into the next concept. Create a CSV file using MS Excel. So MS Excel to open a file. How we are going to use MS Excel to open a file? Okay. See here, in Microsoft Excel has been installed on a computer. For example, if you have installed Microsoft Excel in a computer, by default CSV file will automatically open. So alternatively you can open. If it is not opening, then what you should do, you have to use file, open and select CSV file. If the file is not listed, make sure you type the extension. What is the extension? .csv. Okay, this is an important thing. It will automatically open. If not, we have to use the extension .csv. Correct. See, did you know it is an important concept? If both MS Excel and OpenOffice Calc is installed in the computer, by default CSV file will be opened. Okay, this is just good to know about it. And next we are going to see the next thing, how to read and write a CSV file using Python. How we are going to read and write a CSV file using Python. See here, Python provides a module named CSV. Using this we can do several operations on the CSV files. And next, the CSV library contains objects and other code to read, write and process data. So what are the three things we can do? We can read, we can write and then we can process data to CSV files. These are the two important things. How to read and write the data of CSV file in Python. Okay. So next we are going to see the concept. What is the next thing? Read a CSV file. How we are going to read a CSV file, children? See, use the CSV module reader function. First thing is we are going to use a CSV modules reader function. And the next concept is we are going to see use the dict reader. Dict reader is a keyword used in Python. Use the dict reader class and use the dict reader. What are the two things we are going to see? First is reader function as we told, and the next concept is dict reader class. We are going to use dict reader class. And what are the three important things we are going to see? How to open a file, how to perform read-write operation, how to close a file. Open, perform read-write, and then close. Come, let's see what is the next important thing over here. Okay, we saw about how to read a CSV file, and now we are going to see the same concept and how Python has a built-in open function to open a file. We no need to create it. It already has a built-in open function to open a file. This is how we have to open it. Let's see a syntax for it. In all these syntax are very, very important, students. F is equal to open. F is a variable, right? So F is equal to open sample.txt. Open file is current directory and F is a file object. So open file is a current directory and F is a file object. File is equal to open. So don't get confused about it. This is just the file name where the file is stored. Since it is chapter 3, they have given chapter 13 and sample 5 for example. So they are giving us 5. This is specifying the full path. You have to specify the full path starting from the C drive. That is why they have given this example. You can specify the mode. So either you are going to read or write or append. So it's very important to give the mode, because until and unless you give the mode, Python cannot understand whether you are going to read or write a program. Correct. This is how you have to read a file. And next to read a CSV file, we are again going to see the same thing. First, we are going to see the mode operation, or by default you all know it is used for reading. And next to R, we are going to see the next mode. The next mode is, what is the next mode? Yes, obviously it would be W. W is used for writing. And next to W, we are going to see the next thing. It is X. What is the use of X? It's for an exclusive creation. If the file already exists, the operation fails. So let's see here. Open a file for exclusive reaction. So apart from read and write, we can do other process. So that is called as exclusive creation. Correct. Or W and then X. And next thing, we also have few more modes. A. So A, last slide we see it is used for appending a file without truncating it. What is truncate? We saw in the last lesson about SQL. What is truncate? Correct. You are going to alter it. So that is called as truncate. It creates a new file if it does not exist. You are going to append it. A is used for appending. If there is no file, what it will do? It creates a new file. If it is not present, that is used for A mode. And next to A, we are going to see about T. What is T? It is in text mode. What is text mode? We can just go ahead and see it by default. So that is called as text mode. A for appending and T for opening in text mode. Correct. And next to the text mode, the next operation is B. So B obviously denotes binary. So when we are going to print in binary, it will be printed in the binary. So that is B is in binary mode. Okay. So next to binary, we are going to see the next thing. It is plus. So what is the use of plus? Open a file for reading as well as writing. It is used for updating or reading and then writing. That is the use of plus symbol. These are all the important modes that we use for reading a Python. And now we are going to see a small sample of syntax. F already we know it is an object. Open is a command. So we are going to see whether we are going to read or write. See, we are going to write here. W is denoted. We are going to write. Next thing you see R plus B. What is R plus B? R is for read and B is for binary. We are going to read and write in the binary mode. So it's very easy, children. If you learn the modes and the syntax, whatever mode we are going to describe, it is very easy for you. See here, test.text, F is an object, performs file operation. Okay. Or we are going to read. Now we are going to see how to close a file. See, f dot close. When we are opening, we are giving f equal to open. In the bracket, we are giving the program name. Here we are going to f dot close. Just the program whichever is open will be closed. This is how we are reading a CSV file using Python, the open and the next command. Okay. So now CSV module reader function. So earlier we saw what are the modes and sample, and now we are going to see how the function is working. So you can read the contents of CSV file with the help of csv.reader method. There is a method called csv.reader. With the help of it, we can open it. See, the reader function is designed to take each line of a file and make a list of all columns. It is used to make a list of all columns. So then you just choose the column. So whatever column we need, we can just choose the column. And then if we give csv.reader, what happens? Automatically it reads the file. And we can also different kind of fonts or the codes format. See, it is a quotation mark, a pipe symbol, and then a comma. These are the three important formats that we can use while reading a data. This is how CSV module reader function. Remember, it is csv.reader. Correct. And now the next thing we are going to see here is what are the modules we are going to look. The first one is CSV file with delimiter comma. We are going to see the first with comma, and next with a space at the beginning, third data with quotes, and fourth data with custom delimiters. So defaulter comma, spaces at the beginning, quotes, and with custom delimiters. Delimiters means either comma or apostrophe or full stop. All the formats comes as a delimiter. Correct. So now let's see them one by one. So the first thing what we saw, the delimiter with comma. See an example. All the example program remains the same, students. Just when we want to change it to either delimiter comma or delimiter quote, it will be different. Okay. Now let's see here. See, importing CSV. Okay. We have to learn only the syntax. So we are opening a file. Okay. And then csv.reader, f is given. And then printing each line of a data. We want to print it in each line. That is why f is mentioned. Print row wise, f dot close. So f is an object. We are obviously closing it. What will happen row by row? So serial number, name, city. How many data are entered so far in the particular program? That many data will be displayed. This is how we are reading a data with delimiter comma, because each and everything a comma is displayed. If you see, here is a comma, here is a comma, here is a comma. So each and everything will be displayed over here with the help of a comma. Okay. So next to that, we are going to see the next concept. So delimiter comma, we saw an example. Now spaces at the beginning. How we are going to leave the spaces at the beginning. So topic 1, topic 2, topic 3 is given here. This is how the example is located. See, you have a comma at the end. And now we are going to see how to leave the spaces. Okay. Spaces at the beginning. What happens? Here, print row, file close. Same thing. Here, f is given. CSV reader.f is given. What is the next thing given here? My dialect. Okay. Here we are giving the delimiter as the keyword skip initial space is equal to true. Why we are skipping initial space is equal to true? Because since it spaces at the beginning, automatically this output will come with the space in the beginning. Correct. Okay. See now for row, these all remains the same. This remains the same. Here topic 1, topic 2, topic 3, a comma is given, and if you see, there will be a space in between comma and then the 2, and then comma and then a 3. Okay. We have to skip the initial space. Okay. This automatically comes with the space at the beginning. Since we are giving CSV reader space at the beginning, we are just giving skip initial space. So what happens? It skips the initial spaces and then it prints the others. So just learn the syntax alone. The open command and the reader, print row, f dot close. These are the 4 syntax you have to learn, or 4 line commands you have to learn throughout this lesson. Okay. And then the next thing we are going to see is about spaces with the beginning. We saw what's the next thing? Data with quotes. See, all these are the data that comes with quotes. what they are using, quoting is equal to csv.quoteAll. So why we are using all these children? Why can't we directly use it without using this comment? Just to show you how each and every command is working, in the book they have given in detail about all the commands, and then they are ignoring it and then printing. Even if you want to print it without ignoring the data, obviously you can do it. See here, again the skip initial space is equal to true is given, and then reader data is given. All these are keywords. Don't get scared with this. All dialect, my dialect, everything is called as a keyword over here. csv.reader, f is an file object, dialect is equal to my dialect, for row in reader, print row. Okay, so here see what happens. Everything is printed with the quotes to display all the character after quotes. Okay, and then the next thing, what's the fourth one we saw after quotes? We saw custom delimiter. So what is custom delimiters? You can read a CSV file using custom delimiters by registering the new dialect. When you want to use a new dialect, you can also use it. See here, in the following file, sample4.csv, each column is specified with the pipe symbol. They are going to use a pipe symbol. So that pipe symbol is called as a new delimiter. Pipe, quote, comma, full stop, apostrophe, everything is called as a delimiter. And when we want to introduce a new delimiter, you have to use new dialect to introduce a new delimiter. Correct. See the output. Even though they are using the pipe symbol, what they are doing here, F is given. This whole is called as the correct, where the file is located, the location path, the navigation path. Reader, csv.reader, f comma dialect is equal to my dialect, for row in reader, print row. And then we are closing it. The output is given over here with the help of a pipe symbol. Even though we are giving a pipe symbol, what will happen? It is ignoring it and giving all the data, whatever is printed over here. Here, first number, second number, third number. First number, second number, third number. And why this 2 is not printed? Because it does not contains the city name and the roll number in that order. So it is removing it and printing only the 3 things. This is with custom delimiters. And next to custom delimiters, we are going to see how to read a specific column in a file. If you want to read a specific column alone in a file, how we are going to read it? See here, to get the specific column like only item name. So what we are going to prescribe here, for column in read file, print column of 0, comma, column of 3. So what will happen? The 0 column will be printed as well as the column 3 will be printed. These are the 2 things how they will be printed with the help of a column, and obviously they are closing the file f.close. Okay, this is how we are printing a column. COL stands for column. Correct. And next thing, read a specific column in a file. The example is given. So after we declare it, how the example, see item name, product, keyboard, whatever is given here, it is printed. Column, selected column has been printed. The 0 column and then the D column. 0, 1, 2, 3. Third column as 0 column is printed. Okay. And the next thing is we are going to see about read a CSV file and store it in a list. How we are going to store it in a list? So you know list comes with a square bracket. See here the same program is returned. Again F they are using for read because we are going to store it. Declaring array value is equal to a square bracket because list and array more or less they are same. Array value append row, print row. So once they give print row, what happens? All the list will be done in the Excel file. So it will open a CSV file in Microsoft Excel and then it will be printed. This is how we are going to print a row and store it in a list form. Okay, all the start with an empty list, use append. If you want to add element, you can use append. If you don't want to add element, we can just list the items alone. That is how we are reading a CSV file and storing it in a list. Okay, and the next concept is read a specific column in a file. So how we are going to print it? See here A, B and then C. How they are printing topic 1, topic 2, topic 3. Here 1, 2, 3 is this, 1, 2, 3 is printed. And example 1, example 2, example 3. This is how they are listed and then printed with the selected column. Okay. And now the next thing is we are going to see read a CSV file and store a column value in a list for sorting. We are going to arrange it in correct ascending or descending order. What is the command used for sorting here? See here, array value, same thing they are given here for each row in reader. Array value, append row of A, sort. So this is very important. This sort is used to sort it either in ascending or descending order. So enter the column number 1 to 3. So here what happens? 50, 12, 10. Whatever is declared by the user, the same thing will be listed. So this is in descending order from the upper value to the lower value. This is how they are used for sorting. And next to sorting, the next command is storing a CSV file with a specified column. So how a specified column is declared here? CSV reader open PyProgram sample8.csv. This is a program name. So this one specifies we want to sort according to the second column. So this 1 means, so 0 is the first value, 1 is the second value. So specifying 1, what happens? This sort in the second column order. This is how they are sorting in a specified column. This alone is very important because this declares which array or which column it has to be used to sort it. So mouse, keyboard, monitor, everything is printed with the help of the column. Correct. And next to that, we are going to read a CSV file into a dictionary. So what is dictionary? See here, dict reader. The first slide we saw about dict reader. So that is how we are going to use here. Dict to print read. So here print dict of row. What happens when we give dict of row? So item name, keyboard quantity, monitor quantity, mouse quantity. So it is printing it one by one. So that is how it is the use of dict. Dict is used to print the data. Okay. Reading a CSV file into a directory or a dictionary. Okay. And this is the last thing. So reading a CSV file with a user defined delimiter into a dictionary. Earlier we were using only dictionary. Here we are going to use a one more word called delimiter. So here CSV file dialect is equal to my dialect and then they are printing a row. Same program or same syntax but we are using dialect and then we are printing a row. Okay. All the other things remains the same. Skip initial space. We are going to only read a file. So since we are reading everything here, we are only going to read a file. Okay. This is how reading a file. Okay. I hope this is all the topics we were dealing with today. I think you understood the lesson, children. Thank you. This 12th chapter and 13th chapter, I'm repeatedly telling this is very important. Please concentrate on the syntax. If you concentrate on the syntax, it's easy to write the program. The program remains the same. Only for each and every command, the syntax will be different. Thank you, children. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed the lesson. Have a great day.